Full time in Spain, Stevie Nicol. Barcelona 1, Napoli 1. Napoli taking the lead, but were they fortunate to get away with a draw in the end?
Well, it's El proverbial. If this had been a boxing match, they would have stopped the game. The truth is, listen, they had a couple of chances. Osimhen had the first chance. They could have put them ahead, didn't take it. And then Ferran Torres, who, quite frankly, this match for me was all about him, had a superb chance to put Barcelona ahead, missed it. And then, of course, Napoli go up the field and score. Zelensky with a great goal. But really, this was all about Barcelona not putting away chances, and particularly Torres. Ferran Torres, for me, could have had 4, ended up with 1 from the penalty spot. But you talk about, definitely the second half was completely one-sided. First half, a couple of good breakaways from Napoli, but again, Barcelona were the better team. So, yeah, Barcelona will be thinking, how do we not win this game? But at the same time, if you're Barcelona, you've totally dominated this side. So you must be thinking we can go to Napoli in the next leg and dominate them as well.
I was going to ask you about the second leg. Who do you make as favourites for that one?
Listen, there's 2 trains of thought. If you're Napoli, you think, you know what, they can't dominate us at home like that. And we've actually gotten away with a draw. So they'll probably be thinking we're in a good place, because before this game kicked off, if you'd offered them a 1-1 draw, they would have snatched their hands off. So they could psychologically be trying to pump themselves up to say that they're in a great position. But if you're Barca, and I've just played for Barca and completely dominated this side, I'm thinking there's no reason why we can't go away from home and outplay them again. So, both sides will think they're okay.
Stevie, you'll have played in many games where players probably could have had 4, 5, 6 goals and ended up with either none or 1. Ferran Torres, as you said, got 1 but could have had many more. Do you think he's one of the answers for Barcelona's attack?
Well, he's a young man and he's not at his peak yet. He's still maturing. He's still gaining experience. Yes, he's been with Manchester City, but the reason he went to Barcelona is because he wasn't getting a game. And the reason he wasn't getting a game was, well, one of the reasons would be not putting the ball in the back of the net. And so it's going to be, I'm talking about a psychological battle with the 2 teams. For him, it's real psychological. He has to keep positive, keep convincing himself, as does the coach, keep convincing Ferran that he's getting in great positions to score. And you know what? You keep your head down and you keep battling away and you keep the right attitude and the goals will come, which I think is still possible. But right now, you're not putting money on him when he's in a position to score, put it that way.
This was one of the ties of the round, but it isn't the Champions League. It's the Europa League. It's a Champions League-esque fixture. How far do you think Barca are away, both domestically and in European terms, from being a Champions League contender again? Have they got a long way still to go?
Listen, they're on the cusp of maybe not qualifying for the Champions League this year. So I think that in itself tells you that they've got a long way to go. Listen, they're not looking like regular Champions League, a team that's going to be in the Champions League regularly, should I say. Certainly they're not in contention for winning a Champions League. Their biggest problem right now is getting in the Champions League. I guess that answers the question.
Finally, let's end with Napoli going back home for the second leg. Did they have anything to fear after that performance today? Or is it a case of, this might still be a bit of a tough one for us and we might still have to be a bit cautious?
No, I don't think fear's the word. They know exactly what they're up against. They know it will be tough, even though they are at home. But the fact that they are at home will give them extra strength and extra motivation. And of course, if they can get the crowd behind them with some either a goal or some good play early on, then that maybe push Barcelona back a little. So I think probably respect, big time, would be the word, as opposed to fear coming to this second leg.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.